Basketball Breaks. Make sure you check it out.
Basketball Breaks.
Basketball Breaks.
Basketballbreaks.com. Keep it locked.
Here we go.
What up? What up, guys?
Welcome to the B-Ball Breaks podcast. Once again, 2018 now fully underway. I am Aaron A. Campbell, your host for the evening, aka.
Go with the AKAs.
AKA, a man of 1,000 names. AKA, don't let me dunk on you.
True that.
Today, AKA flu game. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Game 6. Also on the call today, we have Gabriel.
Yo, what up?
And we also have Jan, AKA Frederick the photographer.
Yeah. Every week a new nickname. I'm happy to be here, guys.
You know, normally you've been listening to the podcast. I pass the rock and I say, yeah, what we're going to talk about today. But I'm going to introduce the subject today because we had so many different things we wanted to talk about. You know, we were talking earlier throughout the week and different subjects were coming up. And I was thinking to myself, it's nuts. There's just so many different things. How we're going to tie them all together. And then I just got a bit of a lightning bolt come to my head and thought, okay, great expectations. So this time we're going to do it a little bit different. And we're just going to have a theme, which is great expectations. And under that theme, we're going to talk about IT's return, the Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah. I'm smiling for all the people that don't see us live on YouTube.
I know you're smiling about that. And, you know, talking about what we expected them to be, what they are now, are they finally what we thought they're supposed to be? The young guns on the Boston Celtics and Philly, you know, are we expecting too much out of these? Are we expecting just about what we should expect from them? Lonzo Ball, we might throw a little bit of that in there for Gabs.
There you go.
Yeah. We just talk about, are the expectations too high for him, and is it really the hype why he's getting the backlash that he's getting? And anything else that really pops up, you know, are the Celtics really, really for real? Are we expecting too much of them in general? So, with no further ado, where do you want to start off?
In my opinion, we can start talking about IT. So we leave Timberwolves a bit for the next topic, maybe. I have great expectations for IT's return because I love IT, and I think he will add something to the Cavs that is missing right now. And I'm just eager to see him play again. And so I have expectations to me that I will get enjoyed by seeing him play. And on the other hand, I think he really will help the Cavs, and especially LeBron. But because IT is a player that can score 40 points, 45 points if he wants to, he can do, or he can win games on his own, like he did with the Boston Celtics. So LeBron can chill a bit, and that's more or less his role, or like I see IT's return at this role.
Just one question though, what do you expect from this return? In terms of, and I'm not saying points, because obviously the main scorer will always be LeBron James, but I'm saying, like, who's going to be the second go-to guy? Is it going to be Kevin Love, like he is now, which is playing really great, or is it going to be IT? Why?
I think it will be, like, split up between IT and Kevin Love. More or less like it is right now with OKC, where you have Paul George and Carmelo Anthony, that you really don't know if Paul George, he's scoring more points, but it's like like two options are one option more or less. One way you go with them with Paul George, another way you go with Carmelo Anthony. I think it will work out for the Cavs like that one night Kevin Love will score 30 points, another night IT, or
Because I'm not gonna lie to you. This summer when I saw the trade, I was really happy because I thought, okay, they lost Kyrie, but at the same time they got not only IT, which is injured, whatever, but they got body to put on KD and Klay Thompson and whatever. Because obviously we are always thinking about the next NBA Finals, which right now it looks like it's gonna be the same one. It looks like it's gonna be the third time straight in a row, which is gonna be them. So I was really happy with that. But Cavs lately are playing really good. They have a first unit which is working and a second unit which is working amazingly, with Dwayne Wade working as a point guard, as a playmaker, most as a point guard. So where do you fit IT? Is it gonna be in a second unit which is gonna be taking care of it on the bracket? So it's gonna taking the spot of Dwayne Wade, or it's gonna be in the fourth unit, which is gonna be taking the shots. And we all seen how Kevin Love is when he's now the second option. So that's where my big if comes.
Yeah, I hear that. I think that's their main issue that they need to try and work out. That is their main issue. Where is he going to come in? I think what's good for them is that IT, fortunately, can play off the ball, and he's also a distributor of the ball. Now, when he was in Boston, he had to score 30 points a night. Now he doesn't have to. I think he will adapt a lot easier than certain other players would, because he's not necessarily a shoot first point guard in that sense. He's a lot more rounded than a lot of other players who do or can get, 30 points a night. Where they fit him in is a bit of an issue. I think it works in their favor to keep Kevin Love as the quote-unquote second option. I don't think, they don't want to do that. Don't push him back. Don't relegate him to the third option, because he gets lost.
Yeah.
Because, IT can do more in terms of just more in the game than Kevin Love can do.
Yeah.
But what Kevin Love can do is great, but IT is just more mobile. He can do a lot more things to affect the game. Even in the game against Portland, he came back in, you saw some of his dimes to D Wade and stuff. That's not so much of a problem. Even though D Wade was running the second unit and it was going well for a while, we know Cavs have been on a losing streak very recently. But in terms of the play, it's been going well. But D Wade, fortunately, is actually a two guard. He just has sufficient IQ in the game, and certain skills that allow him to sort of run that unit, distribute a bit, and control the game. But he can go back to being more of a traditional two guard. They can do a little bit of a tandem thing. Remember also, not to say that it went super well, but Isaiah has played in a team that's had like 3-point guards or 3 combo guards before.
Yeah, but it's been traded though.
He did get traded, and then that's when you began to see the fullness of his skills. But I'll say that to say he has the ability to adapt and adjust. So, and he's not going to be playing in a team with 3-point guards. So if he's not, the number one guy, I don't think it's going to be a super problem for him. I think the main issue is just to make sure he gets his, but I think he will get his. I know he's on a contract here and whatnot. But I think he'll be okay. I really do.
Yeah, I
hope he will okay, because his story is like a really good one for this game. Like he played on his sister's death day. So when she passed away, he played amazingly. Yeah. Then he was injured for a long time. He didn't say nothing. He still fight for the spot. Then he got traded without even being told before that. Now he's coming back, so I hope it's gonna be a good Cinderella story of, well, if he wins the ring, it will be even better. So I hope that for him, but I have my issues, I have my doubts, because it's not only about an offensive side, because as you were saying, he can play off the ball, he can be the third, fourth options, it's not a problem at all, even if he's in the second even if it's a second team or whatever. But what about Game 7, Warriors, and he's gonna be playing the last 4 minutes of the fourth quarter? I mean, he's the shortest point guard in the NBA. Isn't that gonna be a problem?
Yeah, it's gonna be.
We're talking about another team that can body him with Sean Livingston, with whoever, Cook, Mac, whatever. Like, he can be just bodied. Without talking about Steph Curry, because he's not really a great defender. So, isn't that gonna be a problem?
It could be a problem. Yeah, I see you.
Yeah. He's a defensive liability when it comes down to that.
I think it's a weak link, because 2 years ago they won because they have bigger bodies inside the paint. Yeah. So they were playing like roughly, and they won 2 years ago. Last year was more finesse. What about now? That's my big question mark.
And I see your question mark, but I think, like, in my opinion, we are a bit over exaggerating defense of IT. Obviously, he's the shortest guy, and so it's for every point guard, it's easier to score on him. But
but he can't defend. I remember Moxie Bowles I think he's the shortest player ever in the NBA. But he was a mean defender.
Yeah.
He was getting under your skin. Same goes with Stockton. Stockton wasn't that tall, and he was a mean defender. IT cannot even defend. I mean, he's not on the same level as James Harden, but I think there's a big missing link is IT defense. You know, hopefully you guys are right.
That's going to be a problem. The question becomes, how will the Cavs compensate for that in total? Because you're never going to get away from that.
No.
You're never going to get away from that. So, you get something. It's a give and take thing, right? So
True.
they need to, so they need to compensate for that in total. So, that's what I'm going to say on that.
How long do you guys think it's going to take for the Cavs to start playing properly with IT right now? Because obviously just came back. He's going to have a few good games, a few great games actually, and a few bad ones. So when do you guys think is going to be the right time to say, okay, this is the Cleveland squad, they will go up until the finals? Is it going to be after the All-Star break? Is it going to be just before? When do you guys think it's going to be?
I think it will be early. I think like in the next 3-4 weeks or something, they will be on point, because I believe I have a lot of high expectations in IT, but I think what Aaron said, he can adjust, and that's one of his biggest strengths, and he will adjust whatever his role may be, and they will sort it out what his role is. Maybe he will run the second unit, and in my opinion, he will do great in any position he will take. So I think it won't take a lot of time to adjust for IT, not for the others. That could be more problem. I'm more worrying about the others than about IT.
True.
I agree. I think they'll try and integrate him into how they will be playing as soon as possible, as soon as they can. Obviously, he can't do back-to-backs right now. He's like me.
An old man.
Yeah, he can't play back-to-backs right now and all that. But I think they'll try and get him into how they will be playing in the playoffs as soon as possible, because it doesn't make any sense to integrate him into their sort of I'm chilling Cavs mode that they always do in the middle of the season, and then come playoffs, want to turn it up. It's not going to work like that. So they need to try and get him as early as possible. Possibly, I think they would like to do it just before the All-Star break, but it probably won't really click until after the All-Star break. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's what I think as well.
Also, that's why one of my A-listers this week is flu game because I'm not 100% well. So I'm going to try not to, talk too much and try not to start coughing in the middle of the podcast.
That would be really nice if you can avoid that, Aaron.
Yeah,
please.
It's not a good look. It's not a good look.
Yeah. No, but just a bit side note or behind the scenes. Yesterday we had a talk as well, but like a behind the scenes talk, Aaron and me, and he was really. First minutes I thought like, is he talking or is he what is he doing? Because he didn't talk at all. Like his voice completely gone, and now he's back. So.
Yeah, it was mad. I couldn't talk properly at all. It was just nuts. But you know what? That's just one of the strange things. But when I woke up today, I felt a lot better. We were supposed to actually record this yesterday, had to cancel and stuff. And I felt better this morning. But I tell you what, sometimes basketball is just like medicine.
Yeah, man.
Seriously.
Tell no more.
Listen, a couple of hours ago, went and played some ball. Gabs was there, just, you know what I mean? Just working it out, sweating it out a bit, putting up a couple J's and that. And I tell you, I feel, I wouldn't say 100% better than yesterday, but a whole lot better, like a good.
But maybe you're still running on dopamine, so like tomorrow you will wake up and you will be fucked up. But, I don't.
Tomorrow you won't even walk, You're gonna take your legs.
No, we'll see. Let's hope not. Yeah. But continuing this whole thing of great expectations, the Celtics, we saw they just beat the Cavs quite badly. Do you think they are really legit in the Eastern Conference? Are we over projecting how good they really are? We know they started the season really well. Then they had a dip. They just beat the Cavs, which I'm not really sure how much to take from that, to be fair. And Terry Rozier just went ballistic, which is going to happen every day. How much do you really expect out of these Celtics and the young guns that they got there as well? In particular, not really Kyrie, because we know what he does.
Yeah, I think because they are so young, we will see a lot of downs as well, like in the next or in the season, because they are great, the players for sure. But they are young, and that is why they're not going straight. They are going up and down, and up and down, and up and down, and that is why this season can end well for the Celtics, or it will end well, like compared to the other teams in the East. But obviously, I think it will not end in the finals, and the first seed could be depends on IT's return as well. And how the Cavs are going, but yeah, like I think like my answer to that question is like the general answer, like rookies and young players are going up and down and up and down, and obviously the Boston Celtics young players are really going up.
To be honest, I don't think the Cavs feel this game as a threat, because otherwise they would have played differently, Pretty much all the starters, the only two of them, they went in a double figure, which was Yasmin with 10 points, and obviously LeBron James with 19. Jay Crowder, it was supposed to be his game. He only scored six points, something like that. 9 balls and 2 assists. Like, overall, it wasn't a really bad game, but thinking that it was the one game back in the Boston Garden, it was supposed to be better. Well, whatever. Kevin Love, he is the main problem. That's why I asked you before, would you prefer to see Kevin Love as second option, or you prefer to see Isaiah Thomas? Because you cannot be playing 21 minutes, taking 5 balls, passing 2 assists, and then scoring only 2 points. As a second option, you should score at least 12 points. So that's the big problem with it. I mean, Corver, and Jeff Green have more points than Kevin Love.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy. You can't have that.
He can't have that at all. I mean, I understand Cover because if he get good looks, he can always knock them down. But Kevin Love, come on. If he doesn't want to lose his spot right now, he has to step up.
Yeah, he has to. And I think he will lose his spot if he plays like that. IT will be there.
True.
IT will be on fire. IT will be on fire.
IT scored 17 points in 19 minutes the other day.
Yeah.
I know, that's crazy, right?
So that's the big problem with me. Even though I don't see Celtics as a threat for Cleveland, because as you guys were saying, you can never rely on rookies. They can be good. They can be amazing today, and they can be a bust tomorrow. So you never know. And plus, Kyrie by himself still is not good enough to beat the Cleveland Cavaliers. If he was a Kyrie plus Gordon Hayward and Al Horford, then I would say yes, he might be. But right now, nowadays, without Gordon in, no, it's not a threat. Not at all.
Okay. So, talking about young guys and that, we've got a nice group of young players in Boston who we generally all agree they're going to be inconsistent, but they've got some talent. You've also got a nice group of young players, including the rookie that never was in Philadelphia.
Two rookies that never were.
Yeah, that's real. The two rookies that never were, you know? And when we look at, I mean, right now, I can't remember now. I'd have to look it up. I don't think, are Philly in the 8th spot?
Pardon me, who?
Philadelphia, are they actually in the 8th spot? Yeah.
Yes, they are. No, actually, they're 9th spot.
Yeah, exactly. They're just outside of it. That's what I thought.
Yeah, they just have one winner outside this.
Yeah.
So basically, there's the Pacers are 9 or the 8th spot with 19 wins and 19 losses. So just 500. And just below 500 is 76ers with 18 wins and 19 losses.
Okay.
Which is just a game. It's not really that much, but as the title of this podcast says, great expectation. I was expecting them to be at least above the Pistons.
So
which the Pistons are playing really good. So I was thinking at least 6 spots.
Yeah, right now they are struggling for sure, but I don't know. Like the season is long, right? So I think they will end up in the playoffs. But the Sixers remind me of the Timberwolves like last year and the years ago, right? They have a lot of great players, but there's something missing, like some Jimmy Butler thing is missing. And then they will be like the Wolves right now, like winning and looking legit. It's like again the conversation. You have great players, but you need like one player who is playing every game the same and every game good, like Jimmy Butler, or like you need a closer. And if you don't have them, then you lose like 5-10 games you would win with such a player.
So do you think if we take Jimmy Butler, for example, because you were talking about him, and we put him in the Philly roster, do you think that there will be a much better team?
For sure. In my opinion, for sure. Because what I am seeing is what Jimmy Butler is doing on and off the court. Because it's not all about on the court and everything. Because Jimmy Butler, in my opinion, is a real leader. Like he is way more important as a personality for the Timberwolves than he is like as a player, like with the stats you see.
Yeah.
And I think if you switch like Jimmy Butler to the Sixers and you take one of the young guys of the Sixers to the Wolves, more or less they would switch roles, in my opinion.
That's interesting. Okay, so 2 questions about the Philly guys. One, do you think we over-projected them? I projected them. I mean, you could go back and listen, and then you might be like, no, you didn't. But I'm pretty sure I remember I projected them in the 8th spot. I still think they could be good for that. They're showing to be a little inconsistent at the moment. But do you think we, I mean in the wider we as well, in general, people have over-projected how good they are right now?
Yes, we did.
Yes, I agree as well. Yeah.
For the simple reason of Joel Embiid. Because Joel Embiid is a really good player, but if he stays healthy, though,
that's the thing, right?
He cannot play back to back just like you are. So, so that's the thing. They how many games so far? 36, 37? Whatever. Yeah. He play only 25 something. 20. Let me see actually. And 28 games.
And that's a lot for him, right? So it's like,
yeah, that's a lot, but he still played 28 games.
Yeah, sure. Like, I totally agree with you.
So, okay, no, I hear that. But my second question to you guys is, we know they're gonna play. Philly's gonna play Celtics real soon in the NBA London games. Which group of young players do you think is better? Philly's group or the Celtics collection of young guys?
I give one sentence answer. Brad Stevens is a better coach. And that's my answer to that question.
That's a cop-out answer.
That's a good way to get out of the question, man.
Yeah, but like in my opinion, it's difficult to compare them. If you switch the trainers as well for a certain point, then we can compare it.
Yeah, but we're talking about the coach.
Yeah, I just continue giving credit to Brad Stevens because I love him. I think he's doing a lot for the Celtics. So I will think again and think about it.
That kind of tells me, reading between the lines, that means you think the 76ers have the better collection of young players.
Yes.
That's what the answer is.
That's what we understood from the answer.
I think so.
Yeah.
Okay. I will say, in the short run, I would definitely go with the Boston Celtics. They have a young Curry, 25 years old, Gordon Hayward is 27, and they have a bunch of young players around them. They have somebody which is really mean. I mean, in terms of defense and everything, there's Marcus Smart, and lately he's actually putting up a few J's as well, so it's not bad. So in the short run, definitely I will go with the Boston Celtics. In the long-term round, I will probably go with 76ers, only if Joel Embiid is healthy. Because if he's not, there's no point on betting on them. That's the big if.
Yeah.
If he stays healthy, then there will be a team to reckon with, like a really nice force to reckon with in the East, especially because considering that LeBron is going to be in his 15th year, so it's going to be a bit slower, hopefully, because otherwise it's not human. So a bit slower, but a bit more tired.
That's a main theme on the podcast as well. Is LeBron James human or is he an alien, right? So we will see in the next 5 years if he's human.
I think that the monsters came back, and instead of taking the talents, they gave it to LeBron.
Yeah.
Space Jam and the monsters.
you are jokers. So, continuing this theme of expectations, we saw this week. Well, we saw not even this week, but a few days ago, Mr. Lavar Ball arrived in
Play
Lithuania.
ball, eat and sleep.
Yeah, they arrived in Lithuania. Quite interesting. So all kind of excitement and hyperbole and all sorts. Now, earlier today, after we played ball, you can't even talk about playing ball without like mentioning. You know what I'm saying? But after we played ball, we were briefly talking about Lonzo for some reason. I don't know how it came up, and if the weight of expectations on his shoulders is what's making him look so bad. I think we were talking about the shooting because there was one guy playing today. I'm telling you, when it comes to shooting form, wow, like he is definitely battling Lonzo to take that title. Shooting form was crazy. Quick sidebar. I mean, I wish I could show you here. Well, you guys can kind of see me, but there's some real like behind your head stuff like that. Like, it was crazy. But the worst thing is, when we first got to the game, me and Gabs weren't in the game, so we were watching from the side. And one of my other friends was there. And we're seeing the shooting form, and it was a total brick. It was just like, it sounded like Big Ben. It was crazy.
Building houses over there.
He was building the whole, like...
A whole building.
Yeah, a whole building. Anyway, they had this incredible brick. So we were laughing. And then we came on the court now, and it so happened that I was guarding him. So I've seen this shot. So I'm like, I'm just going to stand back. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing nothing. I have my arms behind my back, maybe. It was crazy. This guy took the shot, and he went in, swish. I was like, oh, okay. I might have to guard you as nuts as your form is.
Suddenly he wasn't laughing anymore.
No, crazy. It was, I'm like, oh, you will hit those. That's crazy. Bearing in mind, because I mean, my form's unorthodox as it is. You guys know that it's a little off to the side or whatever, but this dude, wow. Like, I've never seen nothing like that. But anyway, I think that's how the whole Lonzo, I suppose if it feels good, and if you can make them, then your form is your form.
There you go.
Yeah, that's the thing, because like when Curry came back, like I was seeing his form and comparing with Klay Thompson again, his form and everything, and I think, okay, Curry, you score every basket. I can't tell anything. But Lonzo isn't making them.
Klay Thompson is a proper shooter.
Yeah,
it's a definition of shooting.
Yeah, that's a perfect like if you write a book about shooting, Klay Thompson is your man.
I used to love how Ray Allen was shooting, but I'm gonna be honest with you, I think the Klay Thompson shot looks better than Ray Allen's.
Yeah.
No, listen, Klay Thompson's, that's real smooth. That is real smooth. Trust me. His mama called him Clay. I'm gonna call him Clay. Seriously. Dude, when you see him shoot,
Mama calling Clay, but should they call him wet?
No doubt. But yeah, it's poetic. It's poetic. But anyway, so sidebar, we began talking about Lonzo and his mad shooting form and that. But the main thing that came out of what we were saying was that if he never had all of this crazy attention on him because of his father and everything that he brings, we might just be saying, oh yeah, that's a decent rookie right there. Because the Lakers, without him, have not looked very good. So,
Yeah, I'm 100% with you. If we would not have like a crazy father in Lavar Ball, we would not talk about Lonzo Ball that much. And we wouldn't see every game after he scored 3 points or whatever. Like he's the worst rookie of the history of the sport or something, right? So to me, it's all about the father for sure, because he had all the showlight on him before the trade, and he got traded more or less because of the good marketing of the father, and now he has to cope with that and with the attention, right? And if Lavar Ball would not have made all the marketing and all the stuff and talking crazy like he did, Lonzo would just be another rookie who would be drafted like second pick, right?
Well, to be honest, he would have been drafted as a second pick.
Okay.
Even before all the circles started, I remember him in UCLA. I remember people going to watch his game in UCLA. Even LeBron, Westbrook, Magic Johnson, because he played for UCLA and get them from a really bad team to the NCAA tournament, to the Sweet 16. It's something really important. Like, you did it, man. You did it, son. His shot was awful, even in the CAA, but at least he was averaging 42% from the 3-point line, and just above average from the field goal, normal field goals. So which right now he's averaging 35% from twos and 29% from free. So that's really bad. But what I'm actually thinking is, his father is a genius.
Yes, that's another thing, another topic.
Nobody knows who the hell Lavar Ball was before all this started, and now everybody talks about him. I mean, we are talking about his son, and we always keep in mind what his father is saying and doing. So I blame his father for some of the performances that Lonzo has, even though he has a really lack of aggressiveness on when he's in the court. That's what I really blame him for. It's not only on the court, even when he's sitting on the bench, he's never with the teammates. He never celebrates the dunks. He never stays on what's it called, on the timeouts. He never stays with the coach and the other teammates just to understand the games how it's supposed to be. That's what I blame him for. Even though, as you guys were saying, I think all the for the hyping, the media, whatever, it goes to his father.
Yeah. I think, like you said, like marketing-wise, his father is a genius for sure. Father being a father, he is awful, I think, because you can see if you I'm telling you, like if you see Lonzo Ball and how is he acting, and like you said, like on the bench and everything, you see like he has mental issues, he has problems, he is psychological, he's fucked up, like do
you think he has psychological issues and mental issues, or do you think he's having he's covering himself from what he's seen all his life? I mean, in terms of, I think his father has been like this old Lonzo.
Yeah,
life.
sure.
I think he just developed a hardcore to not listen to what everybody else is saying.
Yeah, no, that is more or less supporting my point. Yeah, like I because we all the world saw the videos and everything of the Ball family and everything like that, right?
Yeah.
But you didn't see like 0 till 18 years old or 17 years old Lonzo Ball, and it was like even crazy. And you see off camera, you didn't see like his father. I don't want to judge anyone here, but I think if you want to fuck up your children psychologically, you make like such an education like he did, and if you make him want to bring the best basketball player out of him, then you make maybe as well like education like he did, and playing and pushing. I think Lonzo Ball is basketball-wise, he is the best player he can be, and if he gets his mind right, he can be even better. But like, I'm happy that I'm not the son of Lavar Ball. That's for sure. And I prefer not being fucked up mentally and having no millions on my bank
But
account.
that's what we see from outside. Like, he's his father, so he's used to that. So for him, probably it's normal.
Yeah, it's normal, but like, I'm just like telling my opinion, right? So I think to him it's normal because he does not announce anything, but in the human psyche, you know how it should be, and you see your surroundings and everything like that.
Okay, so what are your expectations of Lonzo Ball, knowing all of this, knowing that his two brothers gonna be playing in Lithuania, that probably his father's not gonna be around that much? Is that gonna help Lonzo Ball instead of, or is gonna bring him down?
In the short term, it will fuck him up even more when he is on his own, I think. Then he will be, if he's getting through this.
You think that this lack of aggressiveness on the court is related to the fact that his father is so extravagant and is so present on his life that he converts himself into the game?
With the aggressivity, I don't know. Like I can't give my opinion on that because like
No, because actually there's a really good point. Like I think, as you were saying, that without his father and his family close by, he's gonna be in a bad position. And I just think as same as you. But what I'm afraid that he plays good only when his father is watching him.
Aaron, if you want to jump in on that, I don't know.
So
yeah, go.
Much to unravel. What I'd say is this: I don't necessarily, or shall I say, I can't necessarily agree with a lot of what you're saying, Jan, because I can't really speak to his Lonzo, that is, his psychological health from so far outside.
Me neither. I'm just giving my opinion.
I know.
We see, right? Like that's
I know.
with everything, all the celebrities we see just like 1%. Like I'm
no doubt.
Just analyzing what I'm seeing. And
no doubt. And like everybody, and here we have a right to our opinion, and we can only work with what we have in front of us, right? But what I would say is this: I think, and also just to quickly add, I don't want to. There are definitely actions that I think are ill-advised, let's say, and I don't think it's something I personally support. But I don't know if I could go as far as to say that as a father, he's like effed up or anything like. For me, that's a tiny bit too far. But saying that though, what I will say is this. I saw Lavar with his two other sons on the Breakfast Club having an interview with Charlemagne and them. And I mean, the way the other two act, it makes things look a little bit suspect. You know what I'm saying? It does make some things look a bit suspect. I'm not going to say what it is, but just the fact that, and I think especially the older one, the one that was shoplifting.
Jello.
Yeah, like
Jello. I mean, someone's asking you a question and you barely can get 2 or 3 words out of your mouth, which is either you have incredibly poor social skills, you're incredibly shy, which I don't know, I just don't know if I fully believe that, having seen bits of the reality show, or you are scared to say something, because not to say you're scared as in physically scared, intimidated, but you just don't want to
make something wrong.
Yeah, basically that kind of thing.
The thing with Jello,
it's a bit mad. Like, I mean, you ever got more to say like that? And I know that all of their personalities cannot and won't be like the fathers, because I hear that the younger one is probably most similar. But even him, he didn't even have much. People are asking you a question, they were asking him questions, and he was just like real inside of a shell. And I found that strange. That's what I'm going to say. I'm not going to cast aspersions on exactly what that means, but let's just say I found that very odd. And like I said, having seen parts of the reality show, I know, and people do that sometimes, especially younger people. They act like, oh yeah, I can't say nothing. And then you see them with their friends, you're like, damn, it's just the same guy kind of thing. But yeah, I find that a bit odd. With Lonzo, I mean, his lack of aggressiveness and having to have his dad there, when his dad is there, he plays a lot better. Again, I don't know why that is, but I think some of his shortcomings, if you like, or, you know, apart from not being with your teammates, which I don't understand, I think some of his sort of slowness or his shortcomings or his lack of aggressiveness. Maybe him just trying to assess. He has stepped up to a whole new level. He's in the NBA now. It's moving different. The pace is different. He saw the first day that he ever played when he had Patrick Beverley all up in his face.
Welcome to the NBA.
Yeah, man. But
it was like, no, it might be a bit of a deer in the headlights type of thing. So I can't cast full judgment on what it is, but I will just say there does seem to be something a little bit off with how all three of the Ball children react and look and interact with people compared to their father.
Remember one more thing. In a family like this, they also do a reality. So you're supposed to see everyone in the family. Like, we're supposed to know everyone. We don't know much about Lonzo Ball's mom, Tina Ball. And
she was unwell though.
Yes, she wasn't well, but she could as well say a few things to the press.
But you know what? No, I don't fully. Yeah,
I think that Lavar is being like, he's saying, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, and you guys gonna follow me. That's it.
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah, that's the main problem for the Suns, because the ego of
in principle, I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that if you have an agreement. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that because
same. I don't think it's wrong.
Yeah, because at the same time, number one, I don't think the mom Tina, I don't think she needs to be all up in the videos and like Suge Knight said back in the day. I don't think she needs to be. I don't think she needs to be front page like that. One, like I said, she went through some stuff, so she was real unwell. She can't even fully express herself properly at the moment. And
she had a seizure. That's
what I'm saying. Yeah, that's some serious stuff. And second of all, with Lavar being front and center, he also has to take all of the bullets, right? So that's why I don't necessarily see nothing wrong with that. Like, yeah, he's out there and, he's in front of all the flashing cameras and stuff. But at the same time, he is, as much as he is, yes, attracting, let's say, to keep the metaphor, what are you rustling there?
Oh, my phone is about to die.
Okay.
Hold on a minute.
I'll start that bit again because there was all kind of Russell Simmons in the background.
Let me just let this keep going again.
Yeah. So, I mean, as much as Lavar is inviting, because all he's doing, he's just pimping the attention of the media. That's what he's doing. He's seen, this is what you guys like, and the media does. That's why he stays in the spotlight. So he is attracting some bullets, some gunfire, for sure. But at the same time, he's putting himself in the line of fire and kind of protecting them, in a sense, also from all of that. So
he is for sure. But in my opinion, like, for Lonzo's health, mental health, for the young adult he is, it would have been way better just not doing the Lavar Ball at all, the Lavar Ball thing at all, being traded as a 16th pick or whatever, and then playing just in the NBA, and then in 2 or 3 years we see, Lonzo Ball is quite good or something like that. That would be better for the boy, in my opinion. Would have been better.
Okay, what do you expect right now from Lonzo Ball?
What do you say? What do we expect?
Yes. In terms of his career, like, is he gonna be a great player? Is he gonna be a bust? Is he gonna be the player he is right now? Is he gonna be changing the franchise or whatever? Is he gonna be a role player?
Oh no, he's gonna be a good player. He's definitely gonna be a good player. As far as an all-timer, I don't see that personally. We will see. I can only work on evidence thus far, and just trying to project, pull that out into the future a little bit. But I think he's definitely going to be a good player, definitely a solid player. But I don't think he's going to be an all-timer the way not only Lavar, which you expect, but also Magic Johnson was saying that, this guy is going to be with him. Basically, Magic Johnson saying, this dude is going to be with me and Kareem and Kobe. And I'm like, you might want to hold the horses in the carriages,
Yeah, man, for sure. Like, in my opinion, Lonzo Ball will be like, when he ends his career and then 5 years after his retirement and 10 years after his retirement, we will all just remember Lavar Ball and putting on Lonzo Ball and nothing more, in my opinion. He will make more or less, he will be a good player or something like that, but he will be just remembered as the son of Lavar Ball.
Wow, okay.
So that's a big statement, man.
Yeah, but what he is right now, he's not Lonzo Ball. He's the son of Lavar Ball, and because we are all judging him about his statements that he made 1 year ago. Lavar Ball made the comparisons and everything like that. We are not talking about the individual Lonzo Ball, because otherwise we are not talking that much about a rookie, about all the rookies that are playing well or all the rookies that don't play well. We just pick him to talk about because of his father, and that will be all his life. If he's not like cutting down the relationship with his father, then playing 2 or 3 years fucked up, and then rising to a real star on his own.
But this is the thing. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think the Lavar Ball show is gonna continue for the next decade.
True.
Right? I can't say that. Something else is going to come along. It's just the nature of things, even insofar as the media. Eventually, as sort of, even with how thirsty the media is, right?
Yeah.
Even in a decade, they're not going to still be pulling out Lavar Ball, and it's just going to be like, whatever. That's what he does, if he's still about like that. So I don't think...
Yeah, and that's what I'm thinking. Whatever, Lonzo Ball, the son of Lavar Ball, after he's retired, right? So our player who put out 17 points in his average 17 points or something like that, like a good player or something like that, but nothing more, and then being remembered as the son of Lavar Ball. That's, in my opinion, it will be like that.
Well, to be honest, right now you're right, because he only played 31 games, so it's not that much. But during those games, sometimes you see a glimpse of greatness.
Yeah, but in which rookie who was drafted second or something, you never saw a glimpse of greatness. Like in if you
I'll tell you a rookie who was drafted first.
Bennett, yeah, at all, yeah. But that's like how you just say that
Burger King Bennett.
Yeah, he's a bad. He's what? Oh, man, the thing that makes the rule.
I'll tell you another name. He was drafted second in 2003, Darko Milicic, or Milic, whatever.
Yeah, that can happen as well, yeah.
That guy was a bust.
No doubt.
The player was Carmelo Anthony, Chris Bosh, and Dwayne Wade after him.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That was crazy. No, but the thing is, I think Jan's verdict, I think that's a bit strong. Just to say, okay, we'll just...
I tell you right now, because you said like in 10 years the media will not be about Lonzo Ball, about Lavar Ball and everything. I saw like 2-3 interviews about Lavar Ball, and then I knew the guy like from the far, and I was not interested in it anymore. And I'm just right now I'm reading some headlines and everything like that, but it just like, to me it's like it's a thing I don't want to waste my time with, for sure. Like
exactly, because you know the game, so you know that, okay, I've seen that trick now, because I'm the same. That's why generally until, we spoke about some today, and there was once on a previous podcast, we don't speak about him because, like, it's cool, do your thing. Like, I know the trick, I've seen this trick before, so it doesn't have, an effect. Or if I see an outrageous comment, it's just like, it's cool, he's just doing what he does. And eventually, like I said, despite how thirsty the media is, eventually that trick is going to wear down. There'll be something new. It's just, it's just the nature of things. So I don't think the Lavar Ball thing is going to go on forever. But I disagree where, we will look back on Lonzo Ball and just say, oh yeah, that was Lavar Ball's stuff. Yeah, I don't see that. I think he would be a good player, and depending on where the Lakers go, people look at him and say, oh yeah, Lonzo, he was decent, yeah. I think it'll be more of that. He does have potential to be an all-star. He does have potential to be an all-star. Yeah, because, he's got skills. If you saw him at UCLA, he can play.
Yeah,
I know that's college.
I'm not disagreeing that he can't play and everything. He might be a good player. I'm just telling, like, in 10 years after his retirement, the first thing that will pop out in your mind is Lavar Ball. And that's like the greatest compliment you can give to the marketing of Lavar Ball and his big ego. But obviously, I wish him that he will be the best player ever play the game. If he would be cool for him, but he will be a good player, but the son of Lavar Ball. That's like.
Yeah, remember though, he's in the NBA. It means that he can ball, he can play.
Sure.
Especially when he shows some aggressiveness, then he is a good player. But anyway, I just wanted to ask another question that is before we keep talking about Lavar Ball. Right now, Lonzo Ball is predicted as number 9, the Rookie of the Year, just before Frank Ntilikina, the rookie in.
Wow.
In that statement is, who do you think is better right now, Frank Ntilikina of New York or Lonzo Ball?
Well,
oh shit! I like that question. No, I tell you what, it's funny in one sense. The silence is telling, so that's actually what's cracking me up right now. But because what that means to me, I know what my answer is. That means to me that it's close enough that there can be a moment of silence where an answer isn't given. So that's crazy. But no, Lonzo Ball to me is. I haven't seen too much of Frank, but what I have seen, no. Lonzo Ball is better than him.
Yeah.
Yes.
I agree as well.
That's clear to me, but it's just funny that it's close enough that there's not an instant answer. That's just.
I think that the reason why there wasn't a quick enough answer was because of Lavar Ball. But let's stop over there. But that was one of the reasons anyway.
No doubt.
The ranking right now as Rookie of the Year sees Donovan Mitchell first, Jason Tatum second, and Ben Simmons third. Do you guys think is correct or it should change? And why? In my opinion, Ben Simmons should be the first one because he's clearly better than the other ones.
Listen, the never-ending discussion about Ben Simmons and if he is a rookie or not, right?
Let's say he is a rookie, whatever.
Then he is like the rookie of the year, Ben Simmons. To know on Donovan Mitchell, but I'm very impressed by Donovan Mitchell as well. It's like I'm more impressed even by Donovan Mitchell than I'm by Ben Simmons, because Ben Simmons is like 1 year sitting or seeing from a few meters in the NBA, right? So, but anyway, I think I would go with Ben Simmons.
Okay.
Okay. I also would give it to the unrookie, the rookie that never was, Ben Simmons. But Donovan Mitchell, though, Listen, I wouldn't be mad at that. I mean, I could switch around Jason Tatum and Ben Simmons on that list, and I'll be fine. I would actually be
me too.
fine.
Me too, yeah.
Because listen, Donovan Mitchell, I'm telling you, this guy is serious. So, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with Donovan Mitchell being projected at 1. The other 2, I could switch them around. Personally, like you guys said, I would still give Ben Simmons the edge because I just think there's just more going on. But if we're going to bring in the whole, second-year rookie factor, then certainly it's going to go to Donovan Mitchell. And I think that may be slightly at play. I think what's slightly at play is, 1, the fact that he's a second-year rookie, and 2, the fact that he has Embiid with him as well. And I think that those 2 factors might be shaving Simmons back a little bit in that pecking order.
Yep. I'm going to ask you one more question, guys. Everybody's complaining about Ben Simmons because he's not a proper rookie or whatever. But who do you think is a rookie? Because right now, what we are seeing from, for example, talking again about Lonzo Ball, we are seeing that the best rookie in the Lakers team is not Lonzo Ball, but is Kyle Kuzma, which is projected to be 4th on the race to the Rookie of the Year.
What's your question right now?
Yeah, no, the question.
but Kuzma is playing great.
Kyle Kuzma is actually... yeah. Okay, to wrap it up, Kyle Kuzma actually played 4 years in college. So I think that the one and done, they have to be on the same level as the 2 years in college and in the same level as Ben Simmons. Because, for example, Donovan Mitchell played 2 years in college. So he had 1 more year to develop his skills, to grow up, to get a bigger body.
Yeah, sure. The age and the experience in general, like the minutes you play in the game, are a factor as well. Yeah. Do
you think he would be is in the same category of Ben Simmons because they both been pretty much in the same year, like?
In my opinion, not, because to me, a rookie is a guy who is entering the first time the NBA surrounded or the NBA environment, right? Yeah. Because you can play 20 years in college and then you, in my opinion, you're a rookie, or you're playing like Teodosic, you play 15 years, the best player in Europe, and then you're rookie because the NBA is the NBA. That's my opinion.
So, do you think he's a rookie?
Kuzma.
No, Teodosic.
Who? Yeah, he's a rookie, isn't he? In my opinion, he is.
Yeah, okay, so this is where...
He's not a rookie. That man is older than most of the teams, bro. He's not a rookie, man.
But am I right? It's his first year in the NBA, isn't it?
Yeah, but it's even Ben Simmons' first year in the NBA. He hasn't played a game. I mean, prior to this season.
Yeah, but he hasn't played a game. But to me, it's the NBA is the most important thing about the NBA is the environment, right? The energy on the field, the arenas and everything like that, and obviously the level of basketball as well. So,
okay. Now I got you.
You've opened up a whole can of worms here, Gabriel. This is the thing. Okay.
I'm thinking, because basically, Jason Tatum right now is the only rookie which has been is a one and done, and is balling after college. Donovan Mitchell has been 2 years in college. Ben Simmons has been 1 year off in the NBA. Kyle Kuzma has been 4 years in college, and Mark Cannon, the rookie of Chicago, has been 2 years in college. So
I get your point.
The only one done which is balling right now is Jason Tatum.
Yeah, he's impressive. He's incredibly impressive. Especially with the 3-pointers, he's not playing like a rookie. He's playing like a third-year player or something like that with the confidence, and he's so young. So he does not look like a rookie for sure. And so you have to give credit, even though like you said, the other guys are 1 year sitting on the bench more or less in the NBA or 4 years in college, and so he deserves a lot of credit for his performance.
Yeah, you see, but now I think it gets crazy if you start splitting hairs like that. If you start now saying, okay, this guy was one and done, this guy had 4 years, now it starts getting mad. it starts getting nuts. So what are you now saying? Are you saying there should be subcategories of Rookie of the Year?
Yeah, you can say as well, the grandfather of one boy played 3 hours more with with one of the child.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's crazy.
but I understand what you're saying, Gabriel. It makes sense, for sure.
The whole Teodosic thing, that gets mad to me as well, because like you said, it's funny, Gab said he's older than most of the teams. So,
I didn't say play, I said teams.
Yeah, he didn't say play, he said teams. That's a joke. Like, man's like 185 years old or something like that. It's mad because, I mean, the Teodosic thing, technically, you're right, Jan, but that's dodgy to me as well. Like I remember, what's the dude's name? We always talk about him. I wish Philip was on this call now. We always talk about him. There was like this 37-year-old rookie that came into the league.
He was playing for the Lakers.
Why is his name escaping me? It's nuts. He probably won't even come back to me before we finish this.
Was it Caruso? No.
No. That's mad. It's going to annoy me. But you know what? I'm going to keep it moving. Otherwise, we'll be on this podcast forever. When it comes to me, I'll add it in. But, boom. Pablo Prigioni.
Oh, Prigioni, yes. Prigioni.
You should have known that.
He was Argentinian.
Yeah.
He used to play here in Europe. He's Argentinian, and he was in the Olympic team in 2008, was it? 2004? And they won the gold.
That's crazy. Dude's 175 years old. He's a rookie. I mean, it's like, you know what I'm saying? This is crazy. So that area is a bit funny to me as well. I mean, I find it hard to class those guys as rookies as well. But technically they are. I'm not going to say
they are NBA rookies. They are not rookies of basketball.
Yeah, right? They are NBA rookies.
Yeah.
So it gets kind of technical. And like I said, the whole 4 years college thing. Yeah, you're 4 years in college. You do have more opportunity to develop your game and whatnot, but you still are not in the NBA. So I think we shouldn't, I think it gets nuts. We shouldn't split hairs too much, because then you have guys who you've got one and dones, and then although they're rare, you've got your KGs, your Kobe's, you know what I'm saying? You got LeBron came out of high school, yeah?
Same as Kobe and Steve-Mac.
Yeah, right, exactly, yeah? Dude, did you see his first game? Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't think we can sort of qualify like that. If you're good enough to be put into the NBA as a rookie, you're just a rookie, and that's it.
True.
That's just it. There's a very slight grey area, and I know a lot of the pros talk about that with people like Ben Simmons, because you're in the environment, you're seeing stuff, you're learning about some of the even off-court stuff, like traveling, how to conduct yourself, how to rest even though he wasn't playing, but how to rest and how to deal with yourself when you are traveling, how to sort out your nutrition, how to eat, exactly, how to deal with your mindset, how other guys move. You can watch film, you can say, oh, this is, like, there is a lot of stuff. So there, it's a valid point of him being, the rookie that never was and that. But I think it'll get crazy. You'd have to have like 5 different awards, So yeah, I think it opened up a can of worms there, Gabs. I think we have to close it firmly.
yeah.
Seal it closed.
Like the Pandora vase.
Yeah, some Pandora shit. So
talking about closing it, guys, I think I'm done.
Oh yeah, we were done. It's just that you decided to add something else,
Yeah, I just wanted to put it there because I've been thinking about it for the last 3 weeks or more.
Yeah, no doubt.
No, interesting topic for sure.
No, it was interesting. But yeah, it's definitely time to bring this podcast to a natural close. So, without longing it out any further, to you guys, just going to say, as we do, adios.
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 Catch you on the rebound. See you next week for another B-Ball Breaks podcast.
Take care, guys.
Take care.
Take care.
Basketballbreaks.com. Keep it locked.
For people who who love basketball breaks to discuss and to engage like-minded basketball international people.